If you have just created a WooCommerce store and it doesn't seem to be loading quite as quickly as you'd like, there are a few possible reasons why. The first and most common reason is that WooCommerce is simply a slower plugin. In order to resolve the general slowness, there are a number of things you can do. Whenever possible, I'd recommend using database and file caching to reduce the load on your server. This isn't a complete solution though. With WooCommerce, every single visitor with an active shopping cart is going to have to load from the main server every single time. This is unlike visitors going to static pages that are always the same. Those pages can simply be saved and given to everyone. Not with WooCommerce though. The cart changes the page contents, and those pages could be different every single time. While file caching can speed things up a bit, you still need to be able to have your site load quickly at all times. One of the bigger improvements that we've seen is to add database caching through Memcache. Basically, Memcache will save the results of your WordPress database queries. Then, when WooCommerce or any other part of your site makes a request to the database, Memcache will simply give the results back. When you're dealing with a store like WooCommerce, this can be by far the most effective solution that you don't generally hear about. This is less common when searching for solutions to this issue simply because it requires direct server access and can require a bit of configuration to set up. It can easily speed up your site by a factor of many seconds on a large site, not just one or two. Often, even if you do implement Memcache, you're still going to have to optimize your site. Sometimes we'll see clients with way too many products or product variations. When this happens, oftentimes it requires analyzing the database structure itself to see what optimizations can be made. A lot of times, there will be a table that doesn't have the correct search indices on it. Simply adding these indices can completely solve the problem. We've seen this with a few clients. Another solution is just to get better hosting. Having a good hosting provider can dramatically optimize the efficiency of your site overall. Good hosting will already have comprehensive caching enabled. This can easily save you many seconds on your load time for each visitor. It also doesn't require much work from you. Sometimes we see WordPress loaded for pages that don't need it. If you have a plugin that overrides the standard WordPress server configurations, sometimes WordPress can be forced to load every time. This even includes images, JavaScript, CSS, and other static files. When this happens, solving the speed issue is generally just a matter of disabling the offending plugins and adding additional optimization settings like caching. These are the major reasons that we've seen WooCommerce sites be extremely slow. Solving them is generally a straightforward process once you've identified the issue. While not necessarily easy, it's usually a solvable problem. If you would like our help, please feel free to contact us. We offer hosting that tends to bypass a lot of these issues. When we combine our hosting with our optimizations for your site, we often see WooCommerce pages load in under 2 seconds. We've included a link to this video's notes in the description down below.